doing? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Chaos Before Cosmos. If you guys are new here, my name's Kerry. If you've been here before, you obviously know who I am. Let's have a little look, see what's going on over here. Just waiting for my screen over here to load. Sue, how are you, beautiful? Been a long time. I hope you've been doing well. Gala, how you doing, beautiful? Yeah, and I'm a little bit late, a minute or two late. Hey, Mystical, how are you, beautiful? All right. I'm good. Kids are at school. I was like, back to the usual routine this morning. So I had a pretty good sleep. Although I kept, as exhausted as I was, I kept kind of waking up and being really awake for a good half an hour in between, about 3 or 4 hour periods. So it was a bit weird. And then, yeah, I've been picking up on a lot of different energies this morning that weren't my own. That was just oh, okay, some people are feeling some types of ways out here at the moment. Look, it's all good, but just some things kind of showing up in my physical body that had no relevance to my own health or anything that happened to me. So I was just oh, this is a bit weird, so let's just shake that shit off. But Lena, I was about to say Linda. I'm almost called you Linda, Lena. Oh god. All right, we're going to be doing also personal reads today as well. For subs, members will obviously take priority as per usual, but we're just going to go through just a little bit of more of an informative kind of session today, I suppose you could call it. So we're going to start looking at some particular emotions, feelings and things like that might come up for you guys that or feelings and emotions that you could be seeing in other people and what they sort of mean on a spiritual level for all of us. And then we're going to have a look at the way that karma kind of presents in your life and how you can determine whether you are in a cycle of paying back karmic debts or in a karmic cycle, so that you guys can identify what it is and maybe how to shift that as well. So, all right. Now, if you guys watched yesterday's live, obviously, you'd have heard me talking about a few different things in regards to this. We didn't get to have the time to do that, so I thought we'd do it today and just have a bit of a chat about it. So, it's about, anger and what's on a spiritual level. And I wanted to go back and say as well, it could be times where, guys, you kind of, for unexplained reasons, might begin to feel some type of frustration or anger sort of bubbling up in you. And there might not actually be anything in your physical world that's actually happened. So this could be an indication for you guys that on a spiritual level, on an energetic level, that somebody or something is happening kind of in the background that's alerting you to the fact that maybe somebody energetically is actually crossing your boundaries, or that there's some sort of expectation that's been placed upon you that you haven't met in another person, and you might be actually feeling that projection of that energy. So when you start to feel energy in particular that doesn't feel inherent to where you're at, what you're experiencing, it's really important that you sort of speak that out of you, right? So and I've said this before in previous recordings that we've done, that if you start to feel, say, for instance, a wave of anxiety, a wave of anger, a wave of insecurity, things like that, where there's no explanation as to why you would actually feel that way, then more than likely that's an energetic projection off of somebody that's around you. Somebody could be focusing that energy towards you as well, so with the intent to actually make you feel those kinds of emotions as well, in order to have you act out, have you hold yourself back, and for other various reasons. So when you start to feel again these feelings that don't seem like they're inherently yours, and look, they may be, and this is why I sort of say call them out. So speak it up out of you. That's not my feelings, that's not my emotions, that's not my situation. And if that kind of feeling passes and leaves, then you can pretty much nail it down to the fact that it is somebody projecting that energy onto you, and that should pass quite quickly. So Now, when somebody, we're going to go into what insecurities kind of mean on a spiritual level. So when somebody shows up as being insecure, what that actually means is that you've got, or they've got, some sort of lack of trust or lack of faith when it comes to the divine, right? So, and then this becomes an externalized thing where they seek or need the approval of others, right? So, obviously, this is a journey of self, right? This isn't about needing to live up to other people's expectations and things like that. So if you do have, on that spiritual level, there's insecurity showing up, what you really need to do is place your faith back in your spirituality, not in the opinions of others, all right? Looping in a spiritual sense is what we would consider to be a bit of a trap, right? So it's something that people might do, right? Looping conversations or try to go back around to the beginning of something to keep you caught in some sort of cycle so that you're unable to sort of move forward. So this is like a spiritual mental prison that, and you could also be doing this yourself, right? You could also be putting yourself in some sort of spiritual mental prison by continuously looping on particular thoughts. So, I've always kind of said to people, like, if you find yourself if you're on your own in a situation where your thoughts keep looping, find some way of breaking that pattern, okay? Because that's either energy, again, that's being sent to you so that you keep cycling and cycling and never finding a resolution. So even just having a conversation with another person to say, hey, I'm looping, can actually break that looping cycle and end that. But with people, when it comes to other people and darker energies and entities, even when there's a resolution, right, or some sort of compromise, or there's something that's been agreed upon, when another person brings you back into the loop, that's to keep you again stuck in that same cycle, even though again there's been resolution, there's been something. So that's to keep you stuck and to drain your energy, right? So we don't want to be getting caught up in either our own looping thoughts or allowing others to keep us in some sort of loop of conversation or argument or some sort of cycle, right? Because what that's actually doing is not only holding you back, but it's also draining you on a spiritual, mental, and emotional level where you're unable to reach a presence of enlightenment or a presence of forward momentum. Okay, so there's this thing as well when it comes to arrogance, when it comes to spirituality. So when another person believes that their process of self-inquiry overrides yours. So when you've reached your own conclusions and maybe sought out confirmation of that and you are feeling content with that, right? Somebody else may come in and then try to project that they actually know better. They've reached a higher level of understanding of the greater situation, right? And they then try to insist that that you need to see through their lens, right? That their lens is far more clear about the situation because they now see the greater picture of what everybody else is kind of trying to do. So when you kind of gravitate towards asking questions about a particular situation, you feel like, no, I know something's not right here, and you seek the clarification and you get the understanding that, again, puts you at a place where you're able to make some sort of decision that then feels naturally inherent to your truth, right? You might find that people will come in and try to tell you, no, you're actually wrong. You're not seeing this properly. You're being blinded by some sort of truth, all right? So this is where somebody else's spiritual arrogance, right? Because when people have an agenda, right, they will try to shift your lens, right? Or will try to tell you that your lens isn't clear, right? So again, you have to go with what feels right for you guys. What is, and again, you'll know with the decisions that you make in certain situations, whether they're right or wrong, because again, you will either see that in cause and effect, right? Or you will see that in certain things slowing down. You'll see yourself getting trapped into particular patterns, right? But if you've sort of come to, or you start feeling something on a spiritual level is kind of off, and you start seeking the truth or what is true for you in that situation, and you get the clarifications that you need, don't allow anybody to try to convince you that that clarity that you have, which is your inherent truth, which feels like there is no other answer, there is nothing else but this truth, and you want to follow that truth. Don't allow anybody to try to kind of cloud your lens or to blind you, right? If it feels off, it is off. If it feels right, it's right. Okay. So you got to make sure that you go with your gut instincts, because you will find that people out here have an agenda, even when it comes to you, right? Even when it comes to getting you to operate a certain way for them, or to, impact your own growth and progress. All right. So, intention to harm, right? So when people have this, intention to, again, intention is everything out here. So when somebody is in a state of awareness of their own behavior and with intention causes harm, that has instant and long-lasting and long-term karmic retributions, right? So again, if you go into something, right, whether you're the one that had to deal with somebody's intent to harm, or you are the person that is intending on causing harm, right, just know that that situation, right, will have almost instant karmic retributions, right? So be careful with what your intentions are, okay? Be careful with what your intentions are. So if you are somebody who is quite aware of yourself and you know that this is something you're doing, my suggestion is going to be to stop that shit, right? Because you are going to see yourself have a lot of issues and going backwards in progress, right? You're going to see yourself having some sort of cause and effect sort of situation playing up in your world that you don't want. Again, frustration when it comes to spirituality. So when energy is making you feel frustrated, again, energy is feeling off. It's because it is off and it's being presented to you so that you can look at what this is, look at what this energy is, look at the patterns and things that are happening around you at the time, and look at what it is that needs to be removed, right? Or what you need to do to get out of that space. So there might also be energies around you right now, collective, that are trying to make you frustrated, right? So that it can cause a distraction from what you're really meant to be doing, right? So sparking some sort of emotions in you that get you distracted from your focus and what it is that you're meant to be doing at the time, right? We talked about yesterday what false accusations do on a spiritual level. Let's also talk about those, though, on a third dimensional level. So false accusations, especially when it comes to online sort of presences and things like that, can also lead to greater consequences when it comes to legal retributions as well. All right. So defamation of character and things like that isn't a fucking joke out here, and is absolutely something that you can take up in a legal sense, right? But in a spiritual sense, that has its own consequences. So funny enough, in my own world right now, my mum's cousin's actually a litigation lawyer. So I've actually spoken to her about a situation of defamation of character in regards to some shit that somebody's been saying about me, and deciding that, because of listening to a general read on out here in Tarot land, that seems to be apparently true. So she's actually going to seek some advice from me from another cousin that's related to my mum and her in New York about that. So I don't take that shit lightly, neither do spiritually. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to reach out, seeing as I've got that access to to those services and that sort of support if I need it. Because again, when you are building an online presence, when you are in a position where you coach other people how to heal and how to show up correctly, and somebody wants to defame your character, especially online, again, when you've built a brand, I don't take that shit lightly. So I did consult with my mum's cousin yesterday afternoon on the phone, and she will get back to me about what the process is. So again, guys, if you guys have an online presence, you guys experience that sort of thing, or there's just, again, that sort of thing happening in your real life, please seek out the information that you need to protect yourself, especially if you guys are building a brand and building a business, right? It's very, very important that you protect what you've built, right, from the bullshit of others, right, who are trying to bring you down, again, with false accusations. A lot of this shit will probably stem from jealousy and things like that, which is, stems from an emotion of resentment, inadequacy, helplessness, and things like that. So let's talk about a lack of money when it comes to spirituality. So a lack of money when it comes to spirituality could represent you being in some sort of poor spirit, right? Or could also signify that you haven't learned some sort of lessons of detachment from material or possessions, right? material and possessions, right? And that these obstacles will present themselves to you for you to focus more so on your spiritual path than on your material world, right? So again, we don't take anything with us when we die. Nothing is ever ours to keep when it comes to the third dimensional existence. So being in poor spirit, or being a poor spirit, or being a darker spirit will naturally, just sort of create lack in your world, right? So again, be mindful that if there is lack and things like that, on a psychological level, again, different story. We're talking about how this is showing up spiritually, but a lot of these things can also be, again, on the same side of the psychological level as well. All right, let's have a look a little bit how karma will show up for if, again, you are in some sort of karmic or period of karma or karmic cycles, right? What you will find is, again, repeating patterns, right? So you will see patterns repeating, constant patterns repeating, right? Within yourself, within the people around you, within the experiences that you're having. So, and this could be across the board, right? So the way to tell if you're learning lessons versus karma. So learning lessons would be where maybe one particular area of your life from the past might show up and you're having to complete a cycle with that. But say, for instance, maybe your physical health, your mental health, your financial health, and everything else is on track. That's where you can easily determine that you're not actually facing karma. You've just got lessons that you need to learn in order to continue to level up. So when you're though facing, say, for instance, endings in relationships, poor health, poor mental health, lack of finances, lack of growth in your career, lack of stability, right? You are facing karma. You are in a cycle of karmic payback, karmic retribution, where you need to level the fuck up in a really, really big way. Okay, so that's how, again, you guys are going to be able to determine in your own path, because you guys will probably be asking, is this karma? Like, am I experiencing this because there's some sort of karma, or is this a lesson, right? There is a big difference between the two. Karma, again, guys, isn't always immediate, right? These things can also take time to play out, right? So again, and also you shouldn't be worried about, say, for instance, if you've had a major if you've had like some sort of major ending or some sort of major betrayal, things like that, right? What you need to do more so than focus on what's going to happen with them or when that's going to play out will be to focus on what you're doing. Remember that spirit have a way of aligning certain things and making certain things kind of play out, where somebody's demise will happen over time, right? And in a way that maybe you don't need to see, right? It's not your business, right? It's not your business. And yes, sometimes you will see karma play out for people right in front of your eyes. But again, it's not something you should focus on, right? You focus on what you needed to learn in that lesson, all right? So again, remember these things, that having a karmic lesson as opposed to being in the consequences and having like karma being dealt to you in your world, right? Two very different things. And again, look at what's actually going right in your life versus the maybe one or two things that haven't gone right. That's how you're going to determine, lesson. Everything over here seems to be all good and great. That's how you're going to know, all right? So, again, don't just think that the world's fucking ending because you've had to learn a little lesson. As long as everything else is kind of moving forward in your life and things are happening, wheels are turning in other aspects, you are on the right track with the direction that you're going. There's just still some things that Spirit are wanting to show you along the way. And these will happen, these will happen. Now, it's not just about punishment. Karma isn't about punishment. From a spiritual perspective, karma is our teacher, right? Karma is what teaches us about the consequences of our actions, both physically and spiritually, okay? It's not about punishment. Some people will take it as straight out punishment and won't accept or decide to actually look at the lessons, okay? And then they'll find themselves getting back into the same loops of karma until they learn those lessons, all right? So anyway, we're going to finish with that now and move into some personal reads. If you guys are subscribers, it's welcome to everybody today. Obviously, members, you guys know you'll take priority with reads today. But I just hope that that gives you guys a bit more understanding at the moment, maybe within your own personal circumstances. where you guys are kind of at, and hopefully that gives you a bit of help as to gain some clarity as to, you know, your own personal situation with what could be playing out for you guys. But all right, I'm just gonna have some sip of my coffee here. Absolutely, Gala. Something's going on and on in the back of somebody's mind when it comes to you, Gala, or this could be something going on in the back of your mind at the moment. Somebody's remembering the beginning of something, the beginning maybe of a connection, when they first met you, something of that nature, right? There's something here in the back of somebody's mind, right? Or this is you. You could potentially have somebody in the back of your mind and be maybe remembering somebody that's from the time of when you first met them. I wonder what that is. What is that? Do we want a time period? Do you want to put a time period on that, or you just want to see what Spirit's got for you just right now? I mean, I know that was pretty specific there. Just seeing here with this deck here, throat chakra in the reverse. So I don't know. Maybe again, somebody's got you in the back of their mind right now. Maybe not talking to you. Maybe they've also been blocked from some sort of communication, right? Remembering something from the beginning, right? Remembering you from the beginning, you remembering them. You did reflect this morning. So yeah, this could be somebody maybe that you're not talking to here, right? Somebody that you're not talking to. Yeah, with winter here, we've got, rest and reflection, Pisces coming out in the upright. So it's going to be somebody here that you're thinking about maybe, or reflecting back on energies where I've got a negative air sign coming up in your energy here too, right? So I don't know, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, heavy Aquarius. I don't know why I had to just say heavy Aquarius energy there, Gala, and under there, yeah, we've got Aquarius in the reverse. I didn't even see that when I pulled the air off. So this is somebody that maybe you showed a lot of compassion towards. Also, you know, your intuition here. Right, there's something here about you needing to listen to your intuition about this situation or a particular person here, with that reflection there, like really thinking about a particular situation and maybe why you blocked somebody or had to cut somebody off. Right, let's go a little bit deeper. I'm going to get you some tarot out for this one. Where we're going to go here, let's go with the light seers. Absolutely, Lena. Let me just grab a piece of paper, baby girl. Let me put you down, so just in case we get... Somebody's got an opinion about you right now, right? Somebody's got some sort of opinion about you right now, Gala. Right? You're like, yeah, tell me what you think. Tell me what you feel. Somebody's got some sort of, I don't know what this is, man. Somebody's got a fucking opinion, right? Keep your opinions to yourself, whoever the fuck you are, right? We're just going to send that fucking energy straight back to them because we don't really care. Right, we don't really care. Whoever this person is, again, isn't showing in the upright anyway, right? But they've got some sort of opinion. That's it. Opinions are like fucking assholes. We've all got them, right? So to whoever that energy is, man, keep your opinions to yourself. I don't think Gala gives a shit about your opinions, right? Right, there's somebody that you've just sort of thrown your hands up, like you're just like, I don't know what to do with this situation, right? So you could have washed your hands of this person, just sort of thrown your hands up and gone, you know what? I don't know what more I can actually do for this person, for this situation. It's like you didn't know somebody could be a certain way. Like you didn't think that a person was going to be a particular way. I think you thought that there was... I feel like you saw goodness in a particular person, Gala, and at the end of the day, you saw something, or your intuition kind of picked up on something, and you were very, very compassionate with this person. You were very generous with this person. You could have been like very generous with your time, the amount of like care that you showed this person, or just the amount of energy that you showed this person, right? There's something about that. Like this person also... yeah, you've like, there was something here it was a chaotic energy. Like they had a lot of chaos kind of energy around them that you were just like, you know what? I've just like kind of like wiped my hands of you here. Like I'm just, there's something here about money here as well. Something about money. Yeah, you will release, you're like, I need to release this energy. So this could have been somebody who was a little bit insecure, right? Or this could have been somebody that was trying to project some sort of insecurities or anger or bitchiness, or just a bit of a low vibing person that just didn't have the ability to create or grow something for themselves here, right? As I said, that grow something for themselves. So ooh. Will just wanted to fall out of the deck here. So yeah, it was like you're just like, you know what, I just need to get on top of that wheel there, right? And make this shift, or allow this to kind of spin and get out of this energy, right? Whatever this was. So somebody's trying to throw something at you though, right? They want to throw something. What are they trying to throw at you, right? They don't like that that you are able to create like positive shifts for yourself here, right? That's what I'm seeing. Like, you've been able to create some sort of positive shift by stepping back from this energy, right? Because again, it's like this person here doesn't have the ability. This person's very dark, right? Very, very dark energy, a very competitive energy. Somebody that wants to maybe spiritually dick measure with you, right? Spiritual dick measuring. Love that. We love that, don't we? We love that. Now, is it Milo? Is that what we're getting? Milo? And I feel like I've asked this before, haven't I? Question: if you will open to answering what their guides made themselves known recently, and they have a time at some point at the same time, makes you wonder if they have been. All right. Well, first of all, answer to your question, Milo. All right, perfect. Milo, yeah, your ancestral guides are always with you. It's just we don't always recognize that they're there until we've opened up, right? Until we've opened up. But welcome back to the chat. I do remember when you actually the reading that I did for you last. It's all coming back to me now, right? Celine Dion. Is this Celine Dion, right? All coming back to me now. I don't know. Is that the right lyrics and the right that's your cousin. Oh, cute. Hello. I remember doing your reading, though. I do remember. All right, we're going to give you a spirit message. All right, perfect. All right, Gala, let's just get back into that one. Let me give you a couple more here about, again, I mean, Spirit, what is it that you wanted to actually know about the situation? I mean, I feel like, I've just seen like a yes, like approval, an approval type thing. So whatever again you've done there is like a yes, right? Fresh start here. So yeah, you're like, you know what? I don't want to fucking feel conflicted about this shit. You caught somebody's energy out, or this person could also be feeling a little bit caught out, maybe a little bit isolated as well. Or this was you just trying to isolate yourself from these energies, right? So somebody here this person doesn't know how to make good decisions, right? They don't know how to make good decisions. This person could also be being a little bit reckless when it comes to their finances here as well, right? Maybe giving too much, or like just being a little bit right, Three of Cups in the reverse as well there. So somebody's doing too much, right? Like they're going overboard at the moment, maybe spending too much money, just kind of, yeah, this energy is not, I don't think there's any like contemplation about whether you've made the right move here or whether you've stepped away and you shouldn't have. Like, I think, you know, Spirit kind of just say to you, like, yeah. And look, you might need to still watch out for this person as well, right? Because, they're out of balance, right? And they might be trying to project some sort of energy towards you to make you feel unbalanced, or to change your opinion even, right? Somebody could be going above and beyond, maybe even trying to change your opinion, right? I don't think Spirit want you to address this person or speak to this energy, or purge it, right? Purge this energy, whatever it is. Like, it just, let it go, man. This person's got a lot they need to release. And this isn't an energy where your empathy or your compassion is going to be able to help this person, right? It's like they've got, I don't know why I just got entity, right? So they could have an entity that's attached to them. All right, they could also work with dark entities, whoever this person is as well. So just be mindful of that, we don't want to get involved with whatever that energy is, all right? This person's got a lot on their shoulders, right? They could have a lot of upper back pain, neck pain, something like that, man. This is uncomfortable, right? It's like, it's a heavy heavy energy, right? This person could also be getting very frustrated at the moment. I just had like this heat, right? Heat just like flushed over me. So kind of manic Monday, right? So look, it is Monday here, the 13th, right? This person could also be a little bit manic. They could be, and like back in the day, they used to call it manic depression, right? This person could be bipolar. I'm picking up on a bipolar manic kind of energy right now, right? It's just another manic Monday, right? The letter or initial M could be significant as well. E-M-M. Sunday fun day, right? Someone's getting a little bit loose today on a fun day. Somebody's having a Sunday fun day, right? Or they get loose on Sunday. They could be getting loose on Sunday. They could have gotten loose on Sunday. Shit. I need to ring the bell, man. Whatever that energy is, I'm just like, ugh, I need to get that fucking off of me right now. Hold up. All right. All right, Lena Ballerina. All right, let me know, girl. Fill me in. All right, Lena Ballerina, what are we doing? Hermit crab? I don't know what the hermit crab means, right? Coming out of your shell. Something about coming out of your shell, Lena. Either spirit trying to guide you to come out of your shell here, or you are starting to come out of some sort of shell. Or something's coming out. Something that's been hidden, or something that's been... something could also be concealed here that's coming out. I don't know. I'm not feeling like it's a bad concealment, but there could be something here, Lena, that's been concealed a little bit. You could also just be hiding your true self, or feeling like you're needing to conceal parts of yourself as well. Doesn't feel like a dark energy, right? Just feels like something needs to come up, come out, something like that. Spirit said go to my deck over here. I've got to give this a bit of a good shuffle here. So funny, I've got I just put the deck there, Cancer in reverse. I did say hermit crab, didn't I? I did say hermit crab. So yeah, let's have a look. Does my Lena Ballerina need to come out of her shell? Do you have Cancer placements anywhere, Lena? Like, have you got Cancer placements? This could also be tied to your mum figures, mother figure, mothering, something like that as well. My mum mothered you. Could this be about an auntie? 10:44 on my clock. This could be, I just see, I saw 32 as well. 5-5. Your mum's a Cancer. Right, okay. I was like definitely picking up on some sort of Cancer energy there. So, what have we got here? What is this? I don't know whether I'm getting a message here for your mum, maybe that this is something to do with your mum or mother wounds here, right? What do we got going on here? So you've got divine support around you right now in order to manifest something. So I don't know. What's the connection like with your mum? What is this about your mum that I'm getting, right? Again, root chakra's coming out here. So this is about home and grounding, right? About stability, survival, personal development, right? So Cancer's now in the upright energy here. So there could be some sort of personal development, right? Or something that you're wanting to develop here, right? We've got 5-5-5 in the reverse. So something hasn't been changing, or there's some sort of change that's meant to take place that isn't taking place here. I feel like something or someone or the divine are wanting some sort of unity, new beginning, something, right? There's just something here that's, I can't quite explain it. What is that, Spirit? Somebody's got something wrong here. There's something wrong here. And I don't mean like there's something wrong here. Oh my God, panic, right? But there's something's not right here. Oh, I just got a wave of guilt. I don't know what that is. Something about guilt. Number 8 in reverse, right? Movement, mastery, power. There's something here maybe about somebody feeling disempowered here, right? I don't know if out of control, something about control, lack of power, lack of control. What is that, Spirit? Somebody can't see something here. Third eye blocked, right? Put your question in there, Shafiq. I'll absolutely answer. I'll put you on my list right now. Spirit, give me more. What's going on here? There could be, look, Lena, I don't know if there has been something that's going on between you and your mum, mother figure energy, or something to do with like your own emotions at the moment. 1, 2, 3 in Libra, right? So 1, 2, 3 in Libra, like the way that Spirit is saying to this to me, there's something here where you need to take some sort of action to balance something out here. So we could be talking about your mum, or we could be talking just about that, like your emotions here, right? Because Cancer rules the moon here too. So this could be about you needing to heal something and nurture yourself, as well as nurturing and healing others, right? But through, again, balance, right? So allowing your inner wisdom to create some sort of balance here within some sort of emotional situation, whether that be between you and your mum, or whether this is your own emotions. And now I don't know how much of, or if you watched yesterday's live, right? I'm going to take it back to, because yesterday was a 4-day overall in the date, right? Now today I'm reading for you on the 13th. 13 is another 4 energy, right? So the moon is about our deepest emotions, feelings, security and comfort, the subconscious, and the mother and nurturing energies, right? And the moon energy, is the primary ruler of the emotions and this is what I had written down yesterday, is about how you instinctively react to situations, but also the deep-seated habits, gut instincts that have developed from early childhood. So, again, this could be something here that's coming up for you, again, to look at something maybe from the past when it comes to your childhood here, that Spirit of wanting you to take some sort of action. So this could be even a projection of energy, or energy that, because again, guys, don't forget, we absorb the energy of our mothers even in the womb, right? So if there's something that was out of balance within our own mother, that can actually present in our own energy that we need to heal. Okay, absolutely, Dia. I will put you on my list, darling. All right, let's just write down. I'm always wondering if I always wondered if the signs, karmic relationship, different things in spirituality have to be, is it possible that a reading has to do with your effect on another? I'm not sure I understand that question. Hang on. I'm like, I'm still trying to get my head around that. Let me just quickly finish Lena's read, and then I'll try and get my head around that, right? Okay, all right, that makes more sense now, Lena. All right, so again, then the advice here, and let's grab blah blah blah. Let's grab you a couple of oracle cards from my deck as well. Let's just see what Spirit are trying to, again, get you to, or help, what's going to help you right now with this. But it's about them wanting you to take some sort of steps towards this goal of healing, whatever this is. So, and maybe it's that as well, right? Like just feeling like you're able to control, right, or that you've got some sort of power here, and that you're able to step away from that and able to actually nurture yourself, right? Be the adult in your own life. So that could be something maybe as a fear that's coming up as well right now, Lena. But to let your wisdom guide you here, right? Because you're yeah. So I feel like as well, like there could be a move here. This has been something's been coming up for you here, where you've been feeling like there's something that needs to happen here, right? You've been feeling some sort of energy, like something needs to kind of happen here, because we've got the enthalpy card coming out here, which is all about feeling energies and then acting accordingly, right? So this is about you kind of knowing that there's something that you need to do in order to not just uplift your spirit, right? But what I'm seeing here, this card is being uplift your spirit, and I know this is the joy card, right? But again, spirit are giving me this. I don't need to explain it, girl, to you. You know I know what I'm talking about. But it's also going to elevate you, right? It's going to elevate your vibrational frequency. It's going to elevate your ability to master and to feel empowered, right? So this is about you kind of leveling up and taking your power back, which is going to bring you a lot of happiness, right? Really feeling like the mother figure in your own role, right? So no longer feeling like the child, but actually feeling like you've got control over your own life here. So I think you've intuitively kind of already done that. So I think the main thing here is to not be afraid, right? Don't allow doubt and fear to kind of creep in here with the moves that you're making or what you're about to do. Trust that this is the right time for you to be doing that, because again, it's going to give you that it's going to give you that personal evolution that you're looking for here, and that level up that you're looking for. So I fucking love that for you, girl. I love that for you, right? Let me know how everything goes though, right? But remember, don't let the fears, right? We don't fucking feed the fear porn out here, do we? Not within ourselves or with what's going on out there, because this is for your growth, for your elevation, for you to take that next step in life that puts you in that position of power where you become the boss of where you're at, you know? All right, let's read this back. No, don't. First of all, we don't need you to be silent. We don't need you're allowed to put as many comments as you want, right? All right, for example, can a tarot read not be necessarily meant for me, but for someone else? Absolutely. Tarot reads can also be crossed over. Tarot reads can also be nothing for you at all. And people could also love to pick up shit out of this is why I don't really love doing general reads, right? General reads are so fucking general. Unless you are a psychic medium who channels and can get specific like details, dates, birthdays, numbers, life path numbers, specifics, initials, blah, 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 then, most of these just general tarot reads are a whole bunch of bullshit, because they are, right? It's tapping into too fucking much. When a reader is able to get a specific detail, right? And that detail resonates with you, and it may resonate for more than just one person, then that is for them, right? That is for them. Yeah, it doesn't have to be connected to you at all, right? It could just be information that, like, let's just say if you're watching it for your sign or whatever, maybe particularly if you're watching it for whatever's connected into your third house, right? It could be communication coming in from spirit, knowledge that you're needing to know about a situation around you, right? Again, the dynamics of spirituality is endless, right? It's like and everything's connected to everything and intertwined, right? And it's very easy to kind of get confused with shit out here as well. It's also very easy for people to listen to general reads and decide that they'll take the parts that they want to apply to their situation just to be right, okay? That is why it's more beneficial to actually get personal private readings as opposed to listening to general shit, especially if you're coming from a place of disillusionment within your own mind, right? If you're trying to create a narrative, create an agenda, so that, you can get a particular outcome that you're wanting, right? Like, so let's just say, you want, you don't want to let go of a person, right? And, so, you're going to sort of, again, try to create or use the story that's being presented out to you to fit your narrative so that you can be right. You know what I mean? So it's stuff like that. So you do have to be careful out here with what, again, you guys are kind of listening to as well, right? This is, again, why Spirit keep guiding me away from certain things and asking me to do things in a different way out here, because, general tarot land is quite toxic. It's not helpful on any level, doesn't give anybody any actual clarity. I mean, you guys see, when I personally read for you guys, I start channeling shit before I even pull cards, right? I don't need all of that first, right? Because Spirit start to give me specifics about the energy. I mean, you guys just saw what I read for Lena, right? Like the energy that I picked up on, right? And the way that the message kind of flowed. Like, that's where you get more clarity, not from all this generalized shit that you go, oh yeah, see, because I just want to be right. You know, that person on the other side of the screen don't give a fuck if you're right, wrong, or whatever, right? They just care about the fact that they're getting clicks, getting likes, earning money, right? They don't actually care about whether it's beneficial to you, right? Whether it's actually going to get you to see clearly, okay? So we've got to be responsible with, again, what we put into here, right? Because it feeds here, right? It moves into here, and then it comes out this way, right? So we've got to be careful. It's like it comes in and it comes out, but what's coming in, if it's not good, the way that it comes out, 911 on my screen, right? You could find yourself in an emergency situation, right? Needing a call for help, okay? So it is important that you take everything out there with a grain of salt, right? And sprinkle the fucking salt on there to keep yourself protected from shit as well, right? Yeah, right? Just be careful, man. Shit out here, even in, you know, tarot land isn't all that it seems, guys, right? It isn't all that it seems, you know? And you guys will know the difference, or you guys should start picking up on, or you guys will start realizing, especially those of you that follow my channel. I know those of you who follow me can clearly identify the difference between somebody who's actually tapped in and in tune as opposed to somebody who's just a tarot reader, right? Because somebody who's in tune will already start picking up extra stuff, and then the cards will confirm that. That's how you know they're the truth, right? That's how you're going to know. So it's not to say that all tarot readers who read tarot, like some of them, yes, are fucking tapped in, right? And they do get specific things and it comes out of the cards, but doesn't mean that reads for everybody. And some people like to just take it on board because it suits. Exactly. Everybody can read cards because tarot cards have an associated meaning. It's like, try reading oracle cards that have no words. You have to interpret stuff. Try picking up just on energy, right? And just... Again, oh, Diego, really? You'd like to marry me, would you? I'm married to myself and to spirit. Exactly, right? You can generalize it to fucking anything. You can generalize it to anything, all right? You can generalize it to anything. That's the thing, right? You could apply a lot of these situations. And that's the thing. You got to remember, right? Your sun sign is your ego, right? Your moon sign is your emotions. Your rising is how people see you. Your Venus placement is about love. What readings are you getting for what questions, right? Because if I want a love reading, I'm going to look at my Venus placement, right? If I want to look at what's coming in for me on love, I'm going to look at my Venus placement. If I want to look at what's coming in as far as partnership, I'm going to look at my 7th house placement. If I'm going to look at what's happening in my career and my finances, I'm going to look at my 2nd and my 10th house placements, right? And I'm going to get reads based off that with people who are reading what's happening in my 2nd house placement, career or money, right? Again, guys, start understanding that not all tarot is even fucking relevant, and these are just stories, right? It's storytelling, okay? And for those of you readers, right, that come in here and watching shit, right, start to fucking educate yourself, please, right? Start to get familiar with what the fuck is actually you're doing with this shit, right? Because with great power, right, that you guys think you have comes responsibility, right? And if you want to be in a position of spiritual power, you have to be responsible. You have to be knowledgeable, right? You've got to understand this shit. And if you don't understand this shit, please get the fuck off of YouTube, right? Go back to a day job, right? Go to fucking OnlyFans or fucking some other toxic shit, right? But please stop claiming that you are spiritual, that you are a healer, that you are connected, right? You ain't connected to shit if you don't understand, right, the way that this fucking universe operates. You got no idea, right? If you can't read from numbers, right, if you can't connect to the code of the universe, you don't know shit, right? You don't know shit. And you are out here leading people astray, right? We cannot, on this platform or in any other fucking space, guys, to continue to be led down the wrong path. Exactly. Walk the walk before you talk that shit, right? How are you, Sue? Long time. I know I saw your comment before, but obviously you've just popped back in. But yeah, again, you know, if people don't know what the hell they're doing out here, then they should probably stop reading and feeling good about the advice they're giving, right? Because it's shitty advice. Like if somebody truly wants to know what's happening in your love life, don't worry about your sun sign, right? Look at what your moon placement is. Look at what your Venus placement is. Go look at reads on that. Then it might be more accurate. Might be. Because again, the cards will come out energetically the way, but it probably has no bearing on the sun sign or the rising sign or any of that shit, right? None of that. Yeah, absolutely, Shafiq, right? It is, yeah. Yeah, it is. And some people just don't have it, right? Some people just don't have it. They don't have the gift. They don't have the skill, right? They don't have it. That's it, right? And that's the thing, right? It's up to us, though, right? It's up to us as individuals to also educate ourselves on this sort of stuff so we don't get caught in the traps out here of listening to people that aren't actually tapped in, right? That are connecting into the wrong things, right? And look, they might have good intentions, right? I'm not saying that everybody has bad intentions, right? They might have good intentions. But good intentions don't pave the road to, the road to success is paved with good intentions, right? In it. Doesn't necessarily mean that that's where you get. And the darkness, right, will lead people even with good intentions astray so that they can lead you astray, right? You got to remember that. Who are you listening to? What are you watching? What is this? What do they actually know? Do they know anything? Because if they don't know it, right? If they're not educated, if they don't have that, I wouldn't be listening to them, right? I would only be listening to readers and readings where people actually have downloads, right? That then, and can connect into things through numerology, through the energies of what's happening astrologically, right? People who can channel messages. But people who just straight up read tarot, I would stop listening to that shit. Although they have good intentions, some of them, I would stop doing that, right? Find one or two good people. And again, you shouldn't need constant clarification. What you need to do is listen to the advice that you're given, right? Work on that thing that you are being told to work on. And then if you're not sure, go back and check in, right? But don't keep asking about the same thing. I get people, and I've had it in my own, I've had a client who gets repeat reads, right? And I got to a point where I'm like, I'm not reading for you anymore because you keep asking the same you want readings, right? Spirit keep telling you the same thing. Spirit's got nothing new for you, right? You need to do this. That's what they've told you 5 fucking times. I'm not taking your money anymore. You want to give it to somebody else? Go for it, right? But my morals and ethics, I can't take your fucking money and give you another read of the same fucking thing where Spirit keep telling you the same thing because the answer isn't changing. The answer won't change and nothing new will come in until you make the changes. Only then should you be checking in again, right? Only if you're lost, right, should you be checking in. And once you get the message, go take action. Take the action that Spirit are trying to guide you towards. It's like people need to stop insulting Spirit too, man. People need to stop insulting Spirit because I get stopped and told, no, I can't read for that. Because that's me insulting Spirit. Because they're like, you've told them, we've told them, right? Don't invest your time in that anymore, Carrie, right? I can't invest my time in people that want to get repeat on the same fucking topic, right? And we don't make any moves or changes, Like, it's a waste of your money, right? And if the best way that I can help you is you not wasting your money because then you're going to create a series of lack for yourself too, well, then that's what I'll do, right? That's where I've got integrity to step back and go, you know what? No, I'm not profiting off of your pain, right? You need to go sit in that fucking pain and deal with it, right? Deal with it. I'm bound to rules out here. You know what I mean? Like those of us that are truly tapped in are bound to spiritual rules. There's spiritual law out here that those of us that are guiding others are actually bound to, that if I don't abide by those things, then I will get, right? Justice will be served on me. I'll get the karma. I'll get shit happen to me. I don't need that. All right, Milo, let's have a look. Let's get a message from Spirit from you here. I'm going to shuffle up again these ones here. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's just the thing, man. People just, it's because they want the easy solution. They want to hear what they want to hear out of readings, right? Shit, there's, even the last private reading, not online, not from any other readers that I know here online but the last private reading, I didn't necessarily want to hear what I wanted to hear. It wasn't what I wanted to hear, but it's what I needed to hear, right? And then from what I needed to hear, I made a choice. After that choice, there was obviously now new things opening up, because when one thing closes, right, we open ourselves up to new possibilities. Only then is it wise of me to get a reading, right? Unless I'm asking, like, you know, like, oh, what does spirit want me to focus on today, right? Because again, sometimes I like to know, like, you know, what do they want me to do today, you know? Again, it's very hard for me to read my own tarot, right? If I had to read for myself, I'll get more sort of symbols, synchronicities, and numerology. But if I try to read for myself with cards, man, every motherfucker in the deck comes out, because that's how many people want to be in my energy, right? I've got so many people in my energy all the time that it's so hard to decipher who the fuck is who out here in my own reads. That's why I don't read my own tarot cards, right? I don't read my own tarot cards. But yeah, if you are given a message, right, you choose not to take action. Don't be surprised when you keep getting the same messages over and over. But don't keep asking, man. Don't keep asking and then not listening, right? In this case, you want to listen to respond, but not with your words. You want to respond with your actions, right? You want to respond to spirit with your actions, right? So that then they can give you the next message. They can give the next download for you. They can give you the next bit of guidance as to where you need to go, right? But let's not be out here fucking insulting fucking spirit, whether that be, you know, on the viewer's ends or on the reader's ends, man. Don't be insulting spirit, man, because it's not right. Okay, it's not right. All right, what have we got here, Molly? Oh. So, spirit could be wanting you to do some sort of, yeah, they do. They want you to do some sort of, something to activate your sacral chakra, right? So this is your creative juices, right? So, sacral is connected to your creativity, emotions, and pleasure, all right? So, I don't know if you're, like, into listening to, you know, meditations or frequencies or things like that, right? With the yes coming out in the upright. So they want you to look at how you can activate some sort of creativity, your creativity aspects. This could also be if you are, look, Spirit, like, yeah, you're gonna say it like that. Just be mindful not to over pleasure yourself on a physical level, or give that energy out to the wrong people as well. Okay, because that can deplete your sacral energy and have an inability for you to be able to be creative, but also not just be creative with external projects, but your imagination, your creativity, right? So and the creativity to be able to see solutions in particular problems. All right, so just be there is something here between your solar plexus and your heart chakra, though. Something needs to come up and out, right? Because that just felt like it's like the burp came from right in between. It didn't even come out of my stomach, right? But there is something between like the throat and the solar plexus that needs to come up and out. All right, so just be mindful of that as well. That needs healing. All right, we've got air coming up. Yeah, so again, this is about spirit wanting to right now, again, be curious, right? Be curious, find new ideas, right? So I don't know what this is about as well, educating yourself on different ways of healing, right? I'm just seeing like a, I don't know, what is comet energy about? What the hell does a comet represent? Something's coming in hot, right? Something's coming in fast. It's on something on a trajectory, right? You're on trajectory. Come on, Spirit, where are you going with this? Where are you going with this? Look at where you're going. Look at where you're headed, or look at where you're wanting to head here, right? There is, again, new beginning here, potential. So they want you to look at where you're heading here. There could have been in the past here with 555 in the reverse. There, can be, yeah, impact, absolutely, destruction. But this felt more like, where is this going? Like, what's the trajectory of this fast energy or whatever's kind of going, right? Because there's something here that's like, it's like you've broken off from something. You broke off from something, right, that was bigger. Spirit want you to look at, again, in this period of time here, right, by being really objective, analytical, right, and finding new ways and ideas of being able to kind of dig deeper as to what changes you need to make, Milo, right? What are the things that you need to, again, look at, adjust, and focus on, so that this new beginning that you're having here, right, is going to be the best. Because there were things here with also 666 in the reverse here that were out of balance in the past here, that were creating the situations that we're in. So summer's coming out here, so this is about growth, right? and being optimistic. So there could also be a peak of energy or like some sort of increase in your energy that's coming up as well. Right, so they want you to utilize that and pour that into, again, maybe doing some research. This could also be looking up, different and new psychological tools, healing tools, things like that. You've had a spiritual awakening. 11:11 on the clock here. It's 11:11 on my time. So, damn, I love that for you, man. I fucking love that for you. So yeah, have a look at here what it is that, again, some new ideas, some new resources for information that is going to help you to dig deep on looking back at the past or experience that you've had in the past, and how you can utilize those tools to create the balance and the change that you're wanting, that you're seeking here, right? In order to, again, bring that joy back in, right? To have that growth, so that this new beginning brings in like wonderful and new potentials for you, that, again, sets up a wonderful foundation, right? With 11:11 coming up, a wonderful foundation, the number 4, sets up a good foundation for your future moving forward. All right. I'll get you a couple of oracle here from my deck as well. All right. But that's what they want you to focus on, just, again, looking up new tools, right? So getting information, right? Information about the things that are going to help you. But again, remember those 3 chakra points that I've said as well. So 444 in front of me. I love that. I love that. Also, number 12, number 3, that's spirit communicating with you right now, okay? So there is something here, right? I keep seeing it, or I saw it twice though now. Golden ratio, right? Pi. So 3.14, baby. This is also about you learning about 3.14, the number 8 there as well. So this is also about you learning about the infinite possibilities that are out here. Also, how to go about getting your abundance, okay? Recognizing that there is infinite potential out there, all right? But they need you to gain that balance, right? Get yourself all in balance, right? Make sure that you are balancing out your energy between, the different things that you need to do, right? So, try to make sure that you still incorporate, the right amount of breaks from, because I want to say, like, some people tend to have this thing where they just go like balls deep into fucking a process, right? And you need to pace yourself and break it up a little bit, all right? So break it up a little bit so that you get balance here as well. I love that. I love that. Oh, look at that. Holy shit. Kappa, palm of hand, right? Realize your innate power and take back control. You've got the ability to change the outcome, right? You've got the ability to change your outcome here. So, yeah, there is some sort of surprises here, or again, you could just be having a lot of, really kind of, I want to say, you could just be feeling like, like when somebody throws a surprise party, you're just like, you're not really shocked, but you're just like so excited and so like feel so blessed and just feel like really good about it, right? So again, there could be a lot of this stuff sort of popping up in your world right now where you're just like, holy shit, that's fucking awesome. Like you didn't realize you were channeling till 3 a.m. when I was like, I love that. I love that. I love that. Your energy feels really great at the moment. It really does. You feel like, I just feel like this beautiful like openness within your energy to just like, it's making me want to smile, right? Like it's making me feel like kind of how I felt. I don't know, Gala Mystical, if you guys remember when I got off the phone to you guys after I had my tears of humbleness for fucking spirit, right? That's how I felt after, like, just like, whew. It's like, it's such an amazing feeling, right? It feels amazing. Like your energy just feels so open and ready to like just receive the information. It feels real. Like, man, fucking go you, right? Go you. I love that. I love that energy. And it's a beautiful energy to channel and to tap into and to feel. So, again, keep working, keep growing. I feel like there's some amazing things that you're going to be able to build just by being that open, right? By being receptive to the knowledge, the information, right? And again, yeah, continue to have that like what Gala's just said, right? Attitude and gratitude, right? The attitude of gratitude is absolutely going to continue to bring in some amazing things into your world. All right. Shafiq, do you have an actual question? Do you have an actual question? Like, is there an actual question you want me to read on? And DR, we're doing what's going to be good for your personal development, aren't we? Something like that. Is that what we're doing? Let me just, I got to go back. Where was it, man? Shit. Question on your spiritual development on dream and in your dreams. Dreams, obviously, again, I don't know what's coming up in your dreams at the moment, DR. And I said that was going to be great for you, didn't I, Milo? It is going to be great for you. But they have been. They are always with you, and that's probably a lot of what you're connecting with right now. When you get back, right? So when you get back, think about starting like an altar, like an ancestral altar. Right. And try and incorporate, like things out of you, like your personal, like, because I know, like with, ancestral roots, right? Like even with the part of Greece that my family come from, there's different traditions from the area we come from to different areas and things like that. So try and really incorporate on that altar, like different things that are really like enrooted in your culture, but also within your ancestral roots, right? As offerings, make offerings to your ancestors, things like that. If you can as well, like start asking questions with the people that are still alive about some of the ancestors before. What were they into? What did they like? For instance, when I get back into, or when I have these periods of times where I do that, if I feel like I've kind of not lost the connection, or I want to really like bring the connections back in, I start offering up things that I remember that my ancestors, like for instance, my mum used to love dark chocolate, right? So I'll get dark chocolate and things like that and put that up as an offering. There's things that like my uncle used to like. There's things that my grandparents used to like that I'll particularly put up and on there as offerings to them, as tribute and respect to them that I'll bring in. So yeah, exactly. 3D ways to thank them as well, but also to really bring them in, to connect with them. And I feel like you'll get those downloads and meditations. You might see them. You might start to see people in your dreams or in your meditation that you don't even know these faces because you've never seen them before, right? But you will feel the connection to them, right? You'll feel the connection. All right, going on my spiritual development and your dreams. Now, DR, with your dreams, darling. Again, dreams. Spirit are telling me, DR, with your dreams, okay, don't take things so literal, right? Don't take things so literal. Look at okay, so they're giving me this as an example. So let's just say you are seeing something like, or you're having stuff like car issues, car breakdowns, something happens with tires, wheels, right? It's not about you having breakdowns, or it's about movement, right? So there's something here about you needing to maybe familiarize yourself with the representation of the energy as opposed to what you're actually seeing in the dream. So don't take things so literally, right? They want you to have a look at the meanings of, okay, like what does a tire, car, what does that even represent, right? What's it linked to? What does a car or tire actually do as opposed to the car or the tire? Does that make sense? So I don't know why I'm reading it there. It's because I've scrolled up over here and I'm like coming in to do that. Let's just have a look. Oh, missing an eyebrow. Oh, looking in the mirror, hey? Be careful with looking in mirrors in your dreams, right? So, does your ex get into this stuff, DR? Right? Be careful with mirrors in your dreams, right? Mirrors in your dreams, looking in mirrors in your dreams is not a good, that's somebody trying to look into your dreams, right? That's, oof. I don't know why I'm getting, holy shit. Dude, if you saw what my hand's doing down here. Hey, punk rock. Oh, hey, darling, how are you? I'm doing this, right? I'm doing this. Oh, DR, I just got really dizzy. Holy shit. I don't know. There's something here, right? I don't know. There's somebody connected to you here. I'm basically going over a Ouija board here. Were you playing with something like that? Have you ever played with something like that? I don't know why I'm doing this because I can't stop doing it. I don't like that. I got to ring the bell. Sorry. I gotta ring the bell. I don't like what that is. Did you play with something you shouldn't have? I'm like, it's okay, you can be honest, right? But someone's been playing with something they shouldn't have. Yeah, look, spirit, my nose just tickled. And it's making me feel like uncomfortable, whatever it is. There's a level of uncomfortability with whatever it is. Sorry, I just need to. Hey, Stefan, how are you, darling? Oh no, I just had to double check. I'm like, wait, that's your other account. I'm sorry, but like, just I don't want to be like a Greek here and just like spit on my screen. But I've got to fucking water on that. I've got to. I don't know, I don't know whether there's something around you, someone around you, or something to do with that. But there's something around you, man. There's something that's not. I don't know whether there's somebody around you that's doing this. Something. I don't know, but I don't like that. Whatever it is, I need to drink some water too. Hold up. Either that, you've been around a dark energy. You could be. Oh, there's something about a dark energy here that you've been connecting with, or that's trying to connect with you. Why, spirit? Why? Yeah, I'll definitely won't. I never have. I never will. Like, I just don't touch stuff like that. I don't, other than doing, candle magic to protect myself or to manifest and things like that. I don't really do rituals and things like that either. I'm still yet to do freezer spells or jar spells on fucking for any reason, even if it's to slow down bills or shit like that. I just don't touch that shit, man. I don't. I let the flow of the universe, 717, let the flow of the universe happen how it happens. If I'm meant to be in a position where, my finances are some sort of struggle because I need to push more, I'll let that happen, right? But, yeah, salt around your bed. Salt around your bed for sure. Oh yeah, for sure, man. There's like 12 different ones where when I get up and go to the bathroom, I'm just saying one on the timer here. When I get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, I've got like all of these people, all these spirits that stand in my house. They get upset with me if I don't acknowledge them, and I'm just like, I was telling the girls the other day, like, can I just like get up in the middle of the night, go pee, and not have to say hello to you guys? Like, it's like they need my acknowledgement and shit. So yeah, you definitely don't want to be playing around with And funny that, right? Capricorn energy. Capricorn, I'm just seeing the devil card, right? So, oof. No, but I feel like there's something, yeah, there could be something in the past, but there's something, it feels like there's something around you or potentially somebody around you, something that you've connected up with, somebody you've connected to, something. There's something, it feels external, man. It feels external. Whoever this person is, all right, number 4, they've got no stability here. This person lacks stability and foundation structure, right? A 5 energy. This could be a 5 energy in reverse. Somebody who's a number 5 energy. So this person could be born 5th, 14th, 23rd. Yeah, I know I'm a 5 energy too, right? But I've got a stable foundation, so it's not me. That's definitely not me, baby, but it could be somebody that you've connected to or be connected to. Again, this is somebody could be leading. I'm just gonna say somebody could be leading you astray a little bit. All right, so just be careful of that energy. All right. Oh, I need to take like a bit of a ring of the bell, right? Maybe a sip of my cold coffee, something like that. Oh shit. Oof. What is that? Somebody's, there's heat here. Somebody's heated, right? Somebody's heated here. Oh. There, I'm saying somebody's heated to whether there was heat there. Like, I'm just feeling very heated, right? Like everything's heated up. It's very hot. This could be anger as well. Passion. Woof. Hot and heavy. Hot and heavy. All right, let me get some tarot out for you, DR. All right, let's have a look. But, Spirit, just give me, what are we feeling here? What are we talking about when it comes to his actual spiritual development, though? What's talking about? Outside coming back. So I'm getting this like external can come back in. So let's wipe that away. All right. So they're telling me here that you're at a stage right now. So and now I've had the experiences of like, you know, like going down the whole you know, spirit med journeys and all of that sort of stuff, right? So all those external things that helped me to open up, that was back in, you know, 2014, 15, 16, around that period, right? So that was when, you know, like, you know, the DMT journeys and so what Spirit telling me, they don't want you to, from now on, it's like, we don't want to use the external stuff. You need to start learning from the internal and bringing that out, right? So it might be time to maybe just no more plant journeys, right? No more spirit medicine journeys, right? You've grown beyond that, right? That's what they're telling me. You've gone beyond that. They want you to stop doing the external to come in. They want you to go from the inside now coming out, right? It's about coming in and out. That's why they're like, yeah, like that's got to go. There's something about that's got to go. So we can clear that out, right? So now just be mindful though, right? With that being said, if you do go down that path, just be careful, okay? Because you could end up then seeing yourself kind of doing that don't use it for fun, right? But they're telling me like you no longer need that to get into here. You're already in here. You need to start trusting in here and then pushing that out through your choices and through the moves that you make here, all right? But, good, because you need to start trusting in here. I keep getting like, it's like they've given you those external sources have given you everything you already need now, right? You've seen all of the shit you need to see. You're open to learning, you're open to trusting, you're open to believing in things greater than, you know, you on a personal level, right? And now you can actually pull that wisdom out from internal and start pulling that out of you, so to speak. Well, there's a lot of movement taking place here as well. I can feel as well, like you do feel like this heaviness on you, right? There's a heaviness that is on you. Even though you are quite optimistic and you know, you're wanting to move, I feel the heaviness, right? It is heavy right now, but you're doing good, right? You are doing good. You are doing really, really well. I picked up my deck here, right? They don't want me to go into tarot for you. There's nothing there for you. There's nothing there for you. Something there that we wanted to ask here. It's not there for you. Okay, so we're going to push that to the side. Spirit said, come back here. So we're coming back here. And they made me pick up my deck. So, you need to plan some sort of defense here. There's something that you need to defend here. Right? There's something that you need to defend here. There could be somebody that, again, wavelengths, right? There could be something here that you need to defend yourself against when it comes to people around you, people in your circle, people you're connecting to, right? Again, just be careful. Make sure you're staying protected here. There's something you need to recognize. There's something or somebody that you need to recognize that's around you or that's been around you. They are, right? This card talks about people, right? Connecting with people of like-minded, similar beliefs, hobbies, creative talents, right? So people that don't share, this is what I'm going to say to you, right? You need to block out, defend yourself from people who don't share. You know that openness that you have, right? When people shut down your openness, your spiritual beliefs, your things like that, right? Be careful, right? Those energies, right, will again aren't as open and will limit you, right? So you need to avoid or protect yourself or defend yourself against other people's limited mindsets, skepticism, right? Skepticism just came up then, right? So because you know you've been on that spiritual journey, right? You've tapped into those higher dimensions through the journey work that you've done, whether that be through, again, plant meds, whatever, right? But you know what you know, baby, right? So you need to trust that and, again, connect in with people on your wavelength, right? Not the ones that are not really on your wavelength, okay? If they don't have a like mind, right? Or, again, follow your spiritual beliefs, this could lead you into a place where you don't want to go, right? So you need to defend yourself against these energies, all right? So again, you know, assess situations fairly here, but make sure you're taking control of the situation, right? Taking control of your situation. You know better than anybody, especially on a spiritual level, how to lead yourself and where to lead yourself to, right? So also, Spirit, don't want you to overthink, right? When you find yourself going into overthinking and overdrive like that, you need to find something to cut it out, right? Cut it out, because it's creating some sort of confusion here as well. It's also what's then taking you out of a point of being able to channel or download to being kind of closed off and going on a psychological looping. It's unproductive, right? There's no production there. Something about it's stripping your power, right? It takes your power away in the moment, right? It's something that it's like a limitation, right? It's a bond. There's something here to do with being bonded. Pluto. It's about your power, right? Yeah. Spirit want you to take back your power, right? Take back control. Make sure that you're not allowing the thoughts to control you. Sometimes people aren't going to understand you, DR, the way that you want them to either, right? It's going to be, I don't know why, but I feel like, not that it's going to be a super lonely journey. Obviously, you know, you've always got me to connect into when it comes to those deeper spiritual things. If you need to, you can email me, WhatsApp, like there's plenty of ways to contact me, guys. But there's something that you're going to feel maybe in your physical world a little bit alone, right? You're not alone in spirit, right? But there is something about going out on a limb alone here, right? Because again, I don't feel like there's a lot of energies that are physically going to be around you that you're actually going to be able to connect in with and share these things with, right? But they want you to stay dedicated to what it is that you're building and working on. 1133. Number 8. About your personal evolution, transformation here. So you are going through a major death and rebirth, right? You're having a massive, like, I know even though on a third dimensional level you're going through it, right? But this is all a part of some sort of spiritual awakening, like a second coming. It's like you're resurrecting once again, dude. You know what I mean? Like you've probably already had multiple ones, but it's like this one here is another huge transformation and shift, right? So it may feel quite lonely right now. And for those of you guys that, again, you know, and look, a few of us have been lucky enough to be able to connect up with other wonderful souls where we do get it, right? But for some of us, it's been a lonely journey because, you know, like, I mean, if I was sitting in my channeling energy, like around Darren, he thinks I'm a weirdo, right? He thinks I'm cooked because he doesn't get it. You know, I'm lucky I've got Paul because we'll sit there and we'll just be like hand movements, gestures, like shifting energy, like pulling things in. And we're both sitting here doing it. And then we say something to each other like, oh my God, because we'll say the same thing. So it does feel lonely sometimes when you are kind of starting out until you find those people that understand your weirdness, right? Oh, wow. It is kind of lonely, isn't it? It does get kind of lonely sometimes. I feel like though I am lucky. Like I've managed to find or you know, been in different spaces where I've been able to find people to connect with, you know, outside of these lives, right, that kind of get my weirdness or they get my weird woo. And yes, it will keep growing as well. Continue to focus on healing the heart space here, right? Continue to focus on that as well. But don't pressure yourself. This isn't a pressure, right? One step at a time. You know, Spirit's not pressuring you. You are doing absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Good night, Stefan. Love you, darling. I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 33. I just seen that on the clock. Did you had you asked me for something? Did you need me for something? I just had to ask because I know, yeah, it's I will, you know what? I will look at that. I will actually answer you in I'll answer that on I'll send you an Insta. I'll send that message to you on Insta if you like. So you can listen to it when you wake up if you need to jump off. I'm I was still trying to work out, Shafiq, do you actually have an actual question or have I answered the questions? I don't know if there was a direct question. It was very weird. I was basically left out of it and not introduced, but my name came up and I sure felt my hand being guided, like an actual hand, very gently guiding mine towards my first letters. We did everything correctly as far as I know. So I don't know if me being left out for my settings. Because I still don't have a clear indication. Okay, hang on here. I had a bigger question. I have once done a ritual with some people and okay. I haven't seen or felt anything since. Should I be concerned? All right, is that your actual question there? He did. All right, there it is. Right, now I get it, because it was just like... All right. Oh, what do I get? Like, just, I don't know why, but my eyes just went to, and I was just thinking in my head direct, and then I saw the letter B on my keyboard, like the letter B direct, be direct, be direct, right? Be direct with just give me a sec. I'm just Shafiq, take a deep breath for me. In fact, take 3 deep breaths. I want you to box breath right now. So count to 4 on the way in. Hold it for 4 on the way out, and do that for me 3 times, please. If you can do that for me 3 times, right? I know, DR, right? But you know what? I don't call it being weird. It's just wonderful, isn't it, right? When you're that connected to spirit, man, when you just, like, sometimes it makes me like feel like I'm a child again, like the wonder of the world, man. You know, like that joy and that innocence and just that openness, man. Like it makes me fucking light up sometimes when I'm just here on my own and that shit happens. And like, it's, I gotta say, man, it's been a good fucking week for me. You know what I mean? It really has been a good fucking week for me. With reconnecting back to spirit and just getting back to me, man. Like it just feels fucking good. It really does feel good. All right. All right, Shafiq. That just made my head spin. Right? It just made my head spin. So going around and around and around on whatever this is, wondering, right? There is something here. Oh, I just seen a shadow. There is something here that I feel like maybe you have accidentally called in, that could potentially have attached itself to you. It's behind you because it's on my back, right? It's something on your back. Lower back to stability, right? Lower back is usually ooh. Somebody doesn't want me to say this message, say about this message, they want me to say, feels like a masculine energy, stability, financial stability, right? So, I don't know, whatever this is could actually be trying to impact your finances even, right? Something's trying to micromanage a situation here about your path. You need some sort of deep cleansing here. You need to cleanse something, cleanse your space, cleanse yourself. And you need to be really, really intentional with that, right? Like you need to do it with intention to, again, it's whatever you've done. There's something that, whatever you connected to, right? So be very, very specifically intentional. Did I not just say it's trying to impact your finances? Second house just came out as I split that. I just said that, didn't I? You know, this is what I'm saying to you guys, right? When you are fucking tapped in, right? When you are the sun energy, right? That's when you fucking know. I just said his stability, his finances, didn't I? He, she, can't remember. I don't know if you're, I actually don't know what gender you are, but did I not say that shit? Right? So again, right, this is how I know who the fuck I am. This is how I know who the fuck I am, right? Because I don't need the fucking cards to tell me. I just pulled that out of my own channeling, right? So again, this is why, again, I've had to speak to a fucking lawyer, right, to get some guidance about somebody taking down some particular videos where they're shit talking me, right? Because I'm not having somebody ruin my reputation out here on any fucking level, because of things like that. Okay, so It's affecting your second house. Whatever you've done has been impacting your finances here. So you need to do a fucking some sort of clearing here, right? You need to clear something. You need to do some sort of cleansing. Again, if you are able to, or you feel confident enough that you can get it up off you, do it. I'm not saying or suggesting you, you need to buy some sort of, no. We all have the power, right? We all have the fucking power, but whatever you've done, right, absolutely has attached itself to you, right? And it's right behind you, but it's attached to your lower back here, right? Which is that part of your body, right? And it's also, when you think about the lower back, right, and it's coming in the front too, your root chakra, your sacral, right? Those two lower chakras there. It's again your creativity, your stability. You need to get that up off you. But you don't need to go to some fucking hoodoo, voodoo, fucking witchcraft, fucking shit, right? You just need to, with intention, right? And you can probably sit in meditation with intention. Spirit will tell you, and make sure that when you ask for this information, you call upon the Most High. Ask Archangel Michael to protect you while you're doing this, right? So you get the right answer, because you've opened yourself up to something dark here. You're going to be getting answers from the darkness. You've been getting some sort of answers from the darkness. Whew, I gotta ring the bell. I gotta ring the bell. All right, let me tell you, right? You can't channel the way that I do if you're not in the upright. You can't, right? And this is why, right? Defamation of my character on somebody else's channel, right, is going to cause them a legal situation with me, right? That is going to cause them a legal situation. So, I mean, shit, if somebody wants to pass on the message, man, that that's the path that I've already started to go down, because, again, I don't give a fuck where it is. I don't give a fuck if no one ever sees it. It's being taken down because energetically it's been put out there, right? It's energetically been put out there. I've got 919 on my screen over here, right? That's why I take this shit seriously. I'm not having anyone talk fucking rubbish about me that, they read off of somebody general. They got a general Aries fucking read, right? And decided to fucking fit a story that's not even theirs, right? To a personal situation. You're not doing that, right? You're not defaming my character. Not at all, because I know who I am. I know what I've done, what I haven't done, right? And again, I teach people. I coach other people. If you've ruined and damaged my reputation, right? Well, I mean, not that I've got anything to fucking take from you, but you're going to take that shit down. You're going to take that fucking shitty Aries fucking reading that you did down, right? Because you read your own fucking energy and you projected it at me. So you're going to take that shit down, and I'm going to make sure on a legal fucking stance that fucking happens, right? You wanted to tell me, you'll never win this, right? No, trust me, I will win, right? Because truth always fucking wins. The truth will always prevail. The truth will always fucking win. More bell, I know, right? More bell. Actually, we might go to singing bell. Shafiq, though, you need to spend time meditation, and Spirit will tell you exactly what steps you need to take, what they want you to do in order to clear that energy. But it's impacting your second house, your finances, right? Your stability. Cool. And Shafiq, whatever this entity is, it wants to be with you everywhere. It wants to be with you everywhere you go, right? 1144. Ooh. It wants to be with you everywhere, right? Number 10, 10th house, 10 Capricorn, devil energy. It's the dark energy that's attached to you. It does force you in the fucking upright. Spirit forced me in the fucking upright in 6 weeks post-prison, and me apologizing to my Taurus ex-husband for all the shit I'd done, even though he was being a deceptive, lying piece of shit, right? It did force me in the upright. Absolutely. Makes me have to publicly take accountability. But what I'm not going to fucking have, right, is people running out there fucking thinking that they're tapped in, they're gifted and shit, right? And that they're not toxic as fuck. You know what I mean? Trying to ruin my reputation. You want to battle? Trust me, man. I'm bigger at this shit, right? I'm bigger and better at fucking battling. I've been in fucking battles my whole life. All right? I've been fighting for my fucking life my whole damn life. What makes you think I'm going to stop now? For one little fucking toxic fucking tarot reader who wants to talk shit about me. All right? Fuck no. Fuck no. You're not coming up in here and fucking ruin my rep. I mean, shit. Want to talk about rep, though? I mean, just look at the fucking differences in fucking what I do, our channels, right? You don't even have fucking growth in your shit other than fucking ever since I was on there, right? Bringing my people over. Because trust me, man, I see when people's shit doesn't fucking grow, right? I see when shit doesn't fucking work out for people and doesn't grow. I'm not fucking stupid, right? But don't think that it's gonna end at just that. You'll either take that shit down, publicly apologize, right? Or you can go the hard way with it. Up to you. I don't fucking care, right? Because I just remembered, I was like, you know what? I've got these options available to me. Why don't I just utilize that and call my mom's cousin and ask her what I can do about this shit, right? So that way, when anybody else wants to fucking do it, right? I already know what the process is going to be. I already know that I have a legal foot to stand on here, right? Because you're not going to ruin my fucking reputation with your fucking lies, right? No, you're not doing it. I mean, look who's not fucking not doing anything today because of what? Oh, did you hear the fucking reading yesterday? Did you? Probably should fucking listen to it. You should probably listen to this too, right? And go back and start fucking thinking about where you've dropped my name and shit, right? And what the fuck you've said about me. And go back and delete that fucking shit, right? Before again, I've already downloaded the shit anyway, man. I've already got it all recorded and stuff, so. I told you, my spirit team said, you owe me a public apology for what you've said, right? And for what you've claimed. Until I get that, man, I'm not dropping shit. This is where if we let injustice happen, injustice keeps fucking happening, doesn't it? That's why I don't let injustice fucking happen in my life anymore. You know, when I was doing things that weren't right, you know what happened to me? I ended up in fucking prison, right? That's consequences, right? So again, we have consequences to our fucking actions. Now, unfortunately, somebody thought they could fuck with me, and you can't fuck with me, right? You're not going to fuck with me. If anything, I'm going to start fucking with you now, right? But because I want my justice. Because I want that shit taken down. Because I want to protect what I've been working so hard on and I've built. Because I'm not going to let people lie for me about me anymore, right? To anybody. I'm not going to let people fucking tell me I'm not this, I'm not that, right? Again, this is me standing in my fucking power and my truth right now, you know? And I can't sacrifice that, not for somebody else's fucking, you know, broken little fucking heart or, you know, poor mental health. It's not my fucking problem, man. It's not. My problem is standing staunch and strong and fucking tall, right? So that I can give you guys those same tools, right? Help you guys with that energy to feel fucking confident in your own decisions moving forward, right? And how you lead yourself. If you fucking succumb to people's bullshit every time they fucking put it out there, right? You are forever going to be in a weaker position, you know? And no, you're not weak, right? You're only weak if you give your fucking power away or if you allow people to do injustices against you and you don't seek your justice. If you would like a reading, George, if you'd like a reading, pop your question in if you got a particular question. Right, but yeah, when you've got gifts, man, don't let people fucking question you. Don't let people fucking talk shit about you. Right? And you make sure you fucking go for what's right. You get what's yours, baby. Right? And what I fucking want is for that shit to be fucking taken down, that energy to be retracted, and a fucking apology. A straight out apology. Exactly. Right? That's because somebody's been living inauthentically, showing up for money because they don't actually know, they don't actually, you know, not actually wanting to show up, showing up because they need something, right? I don't need anything. Am I getting anything out of this stream right now? Anything? I mean, the amount of times I've sworn in this, I probably won't even get ad revenue on it, right? I'm not showing up here for fucking money. I'm showing up because I want to show up, because I want to be here, because I value the gifts that Spirit have given me, and I'm meant to share them. I'm not showing up to fucking make bread and butter. So don't play with me, man. And this is a warning to anyone else that wants to fucking play with me. Don't play with me. Please don't. The fierceness that I have, right, comes from a lifetime of having to go through it. Yes, this ain't no time for games, right? This ain't no time for games. Because I'm in the zone. Right? This isn't like me here. This isn't like me fucking 4 years ago, man, where people could fucking get one over on me, or, you know, I just used to people please to fucking be liked, right? And have people around. I don't care if anyone's around. I couldn't give a shit if no one was around, right? What I care about is protecting my fucking peace, right? Doing what I'm supposed to do, what spirit tell me to do. Thank you, George. I appreciate it. Well, there you go. I got I did get something out of this stream, but not because I expected it or asked for it, right? Or had the intention of, oh, reads this much. No, right? I don't need it. I don't need it. I appreciate it, right? But that's not the reason why I come here. The people at the man, dude, if people at a yoga studio are bullying you, I certainly would not be supporting anything in that space, right? Anything in that space. That's not that, like, yoga is a place of healing and grounding, and is it the people that actually operate it, or is it the other people that are attending it? Because if this is a place that's operating like that, if these are the people that operate that space, it's exactly. It sounds like that doesn't sound like spirituality at all, or healing at all, or anything that's meant to be beneficial. It's people attending. Well, is he also a part of this group, or this dynamic? Because, I mean, if it's making you feel like shit, then I personally wouldn't be going there, right? Again, if something feels off, it is off, you know? And I mean, he needs to see that though on his own as well, right? Again, you can't force anybody to see where they're maybe under manipulation or anything like that. But if they're not all like sort of interconnected or whatever, maybe, I don't know, have a chat with this person and say, hey, like, maybe we should go try out this other place, right? Is this a person though that you actually whatchamacallit, communicate with, or is this a bit of a crush? Well, that's not. I mean, it might be a soul. I mean, might be a soulmate, but that sounds karmic. That's what that sounds like. It sounds like that person's karmic, and maybe you might just be a little bit infatuated by the energy, right? I would actually pull out straight away. Yeah, no, you need to detach. Like that. On the bottom of this deck, Seven of Swords, right? This is like, yeah. Alright, whatever this is, nothing's gonna grow here. Right? Somebody's full of themselves. He likes the attention, that's what it is. He likes the attention. He's insecure, he likes the attention. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Right? Fuck that shit. You got a new beginning coming. You got a new beginning, right? Whatever this wasn't in balance with you, right? This is somebody who fucking needs their ego pumped up, right? Oh, I just want to be, I just want everybody to fucking, right? Oh, you say this, you'll say that. You're not. You're insecure is what the fuck you are, right? Because you need it. This person's not going to grow anything, right? They're deceptive. No, you got a new beginning here. Man, too many people try to get into my fucking astral. You know what my spirit team do? Fucking kick them in the nuts or punch them in the throat. Something along those lines. But yeah, no, you could potentially, oof, I like that. I like that. Ace of Cups, King of Cups. I feel like there's something else, man. So I would change, right? Yeah. This person, this other energy here is making some bad decisions. You don't want to be attached to those bad decisions anyway. All right? Spirit also don't make a bad decision here either, right? Make sure you're making the right choices here. It is his ego. It is his ego, right? But you got something better coming in. All right, Ace of Cups, King of Cups. Somebody who's emotionally mature, stable, stability. 1155. This person could also be financially stable as well. Quite financially stable. They could have a lot of power, right? Yeah, it's just, I just don't like that energy. I don't. Like, why does he need the approval, right? Don't allow this, though, whatever this is, right, to make you feel, right? Don't let this take away your power and your confidence, right? This isn't about you, but, like, it's not about you. This is about that energy, right? So let's get that in the upright, okay? Be confident with the decision that we've made. Be confident in who you are, because this isn't a reflection of you, right? This is not a reflection of you. This is the opposite, right? Again, came up in the reverse, not a reflection of you. In the upright, true reflection, okay? Again, not a reflection of you, this situation. Move on from it, right? I guarantee you it will, if you find another place to go, it'll start feeling like healing again. Because I bet you it hasn't even been giving you the energy that you want, giving you that good feeling, right, on a physical level either, because on the emotional level, on the spiritual level, it's actually not fueling you. It's actually draining you and depleting you more. That's just silly. Like, why do you fucking need your ego fair? Why are you like, why would you try to fucking people please like that? I just need everyone to tell me how good I am. No, you should know how good you are. If you're really that good, you should know how good you are and not need people to tell you all the time, right? You shouldn't need that. Yeah, it was just, yeah. And it's not good. It's not good, man. Especially like when that's something that you do for, you know, your physical body, for your mental and emotional body, right? And also your spiritual body. When that's not, you know, when that's not a good place, man, like to go to, because of the people around. And like, you know, just maybe, I wouldn't even bother to say anything to anyone. Honestly, I'd just bail out, just bail out and go say something else. But, because I don't know, sometimes, you know, you might have a close connection or a good connection. Exactly. Cortisol right there, 100%. And the cortisol also like will, again, you'll put weight on, it will fuck up on in your physical body, right? It's just, you don't want high levels of fucking cortisol in your system, right? Like I remember, and like when I started to know what cortisol actually does to your body, it took me back to when my mum first passed away, right? I put on 20 kilos in a space of 3 months. I didn't know that was because of the cortisol levels that I was going through. I had no idea, right? Because I didn't change my diet or anything like that. But I put on 20 kilos in the space of 3 months after she passed away. And now looking back at it, I'm like, oh, that's what that was about. Like, fucking hell, man. That's it. No, nobody can hit your confidence. If you don't have it, then you don't have confidence, right? If you've got it, they can't hit it, right? Because you've already got it. You don't care what people think. All right, am I reading for anybody else today? Otherwise, I might jump off and go, you know, just go kick it from behind. I don't fucking know. What are we doing out here? Hope we've answered everybody's questions. Hope everyone feels like they got something out of today as well. All right, have a look at what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Spirit will give me, you know, guidance tonight as to what I need to do for tomorrow's reading. Again, I've got some... There's a lot going on this week, right? Again, a lot of ideas that are circulating that Spirit just said, you know, just, it's all good, baby. You'll get to it. They don't want me to pressure myself this week as well to, you know, to be here or to, you know, again, push myself to do streams when I've got the ideas that need to be worked on, right? That they're all here. They've been downloaded into here. Now I just need to like write some stuff out and make some decisions and, you know, get a few little admin-y kind of things done in the background to, again, make those things happen. But yeah, that rent inspection. So like, don't pressure yourself this week, Kerry. Just, you know, focus on what, I've got to focus on what my priorities are this week. But I did absolutely want to go through that whole spiritual, emotional stuff and the karma shit, just so you guys know within your own life, like what the fuck's actually happening, man. Because, you know, if you're not in the fucking upright, trust me, you're going to know about it, right? And when you are in the upright, but you're going through lessons, you're also going to know about it, okay? That doesn't mean that you're not going to go through lessons just because you're in the upright. You know what I mean? There's always going to be lessons, right? But you can absolutely be in the upright and still go through lessons or cycles from the past that you need to learn. Not making the right choice would put you in karma, right? Not making the right decision once you've been shown something would absolutely put you in karma. So I guess that's all for today. Love you guys. Thank you for those of you that have been here. Again, thank you for the likes, the love, the support, and for putting in the work, guys. I fucking love you guys so much, and I am absolutely fucking proud of each and every one of you that dedicate yourself to your elevation. Love you guys so much, and yeah, I'll be back when I'm back. It probably will be tomorrow. I'm not going to be double streaming this week. Just balance things out for myself between my responsibilities, all right? But until I see you guys next, I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful evening or a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, and I will speak to you guys soon, all right? Mwah. Love you guys. Bye.